What's up, guys? So I'm going to go through my backup everyday carry. And my common rule of thumb before I get into the items in here is to look at your primary everyday carry, and as it changes, change your backup everyday carry. But you can spare to get a little bit more creative, have a little bit more fun. In my opinion, as bulk is not so much an issue, as I don't believe you need to have it necessarily in your pockets. And that is one big change that I have made with my backup everyday carry, as that leads me quite well into how I implement it. So this is not my favorite way to carry it, but it has worked so far. It's been relatively stress-free, and it's just what my headlamp came in for work. But as this is not waterproof, I put my headlamp in something else for work. So that freed this up for my back everyday carry, and it is just a zippered, kind of hard shell case, clamshell case. And relatively recently, I put this D-ring on here out of necessity and to put somewhere where I wouldn't lose it, and stuck around. I figured it would be kind of a handy addition that didn't add any too much extra weight and didn't take up too much extra space. And this I recently started keeping in here to just a plastic grocery bag, as is relatively innocuous and inconspicuous, and it makes it easier to carry around, less likely to be stolen, and I keep all that in my gym bag, as that is a place I commonly go to, and it's a good place to store it, and I bring my gym bag any places I go to. Mostly the gym. So I'm not that much of a weirdo. So as for contents inside the bag, I have a bandana, which I've had for years. I'm not 100% sure who makes it, but I like the quality, how it feels, and the size. It can be used for headwear, from that to a tourniquet. And so that is a staple for sure. Secondly, I have the same notebook, Run the Rain notebook that I have in my primary everyday carry. I have not used it yet, but I keep it around. I have the same style of first aid kit as in my primary. I have Advil, a chest seal, vented chest seal, and bleed stop. So not as many implements as in my primary first aid kit, but these are the, in my opinion, the essentials. This is the same fire starter system, fire tinder system as my primary. It is the Spartan fire flint or tinder, whatever they call it. The brand is Spartan, I believe, in a Ziploc bag. Nothing too complicated there. And to complement that, I have a magnesium bar with a striker right here. So that's kind of a backup to the flint from Spartan. Moving on, I have what I kind of have removed due to a recent tool I got, the titanium pry bar, in a recent video. But this is the Ever Ratchet clip. And while this has a minor difference to the other one in terms of features, primarily being the ferro rod that goes where this bit is, that fell out in my recent, or my other tool like this. So I replaced that with a different kind of carabiner for my keychain. So that all worked out. But I like this probably a little bit better in that regard. I don't feel like this will fall out. Oops, that was ironic. I don't feel like this will fall out as easy. It has a nice little slot that slides into and doesn't rely on rubber bands. That will fail 9 times out of 10 in hard enough circumstances. Moving on, in terms of tools, I have the Kinepex pliers, which have kind of a slightly free-moving jaw here for minor adjustment in each slot. So Kinepex is a good brand, we all know that. If we spend 2 seconds Googling them and other plier brands, other tool brands. So I like these. I've not been able to use them as much as possible, as much as I would have liked, but this is my backup everyday carry, so that is bound to happen. But they're solid pliers and I like them. To complement those, I have the SOG multiplier, I believe is what they call it, but this is basically the same as my other pair, my primary, as that has broken. The tooth here that holds it shut broke, so besides the corkscrew is practically the same tool, but I still liked it when I got it and before the other tools even invented. I still like it now. For my primary knife, I have the Spyderco Clip It Delica. Simple knife with carry. You can open and close it with one hand, and has that trademark Spyderco profile. It's a very light knife, a very simple knife with a good, strong, proven locking system. It's quite sharp, very pointy, with a good blade length, suitable thickness. The only drawback I can see is the pocket clip is not deep carry, but I'm sure that can be remedied aftermarket. Moving on, I have the same pen as in my primary everyday carry. Again, the Tacray Mini Pen Titanium bolt action. And as you can see, though, it's not on the keychain, but still has the key ring. Moving on, I have the Streamlight Macro Stream. Micro Stream is another option that they have, which is also perhaps even more so popular than this. But I like the size of this. I like having more of a bright flashlight than something small. And this slide out to access the charge port also doubles as a slight zoom and focus feature for the light. And this takes the, I believe, the micro USB, so it's slightly older charging style, but not too old, I hope, for many of us. As such, I have a cord that will work for that, and other things if needed, as well as the other style of USB charging. And I also have a wall adapter for those if needed. I have chapstick for typical chapstick needs, especially in the winter. This comes in handy, and you can use whatever you want for this, but I use Burt's Bees. And it can also be used for your hands and skin. Something to keep in mind there. And second to last, I have an Aldi quarter. And last but not least, I have the Friendly Swede paracord bracelet, which is the same as my primary, with the exception of a safety clip, which I probably will add here soon. So, that is my backup everyday carry. Hope you guys liked it. Give it a like if you did, and subscribe for more. And check out my channel for other videos. And if you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks, guys. Peace.